Okay, perfect. European shares were higher as the government bond yields pulled back from recent peaks. Japan's Nikkei fell sharply, um, posting their biggest monthly drop since the COVID-19 pandemic first rocked markets 2.5 years ago. Chinese stocks ended lower ahead of a week-long holiday, and the dollar edged up while gold prices gained. Elon Musk set to showcase the Tesla humanoid robot after delay. Um, Nike slumps on margin pressure after XX inventory stronger dollar. If you guys took that earnings trade with me, fuck yeah. JP Morgan's to hire about 2,000 engineers even as economy softens. And Micron, the semiconductor maker, the first major chip maker to sound the alarm about falling demand for PCs and smartphones earlier this year, on Thursday warned of even tougher times ahead, said it's cutting its investments. We made significant reductions to capex and now expect fiscal 2023 capex to be around 8 billion. All right, so that brings me to Tesla here. One second. All right. Okay, let's talk about Tesla. So, kick-ass day yesterday. I did re-enter a downside position on Tesla. I do see a potential trend line here. I was watching this lower low there before spiking into a new high. This one, of course, broke out of a bear flag yesterday, and I just as a real quick sentimental thing, not sentimental, but um, when you see something like that, right? When you see that is a potential break in trend for you. And that is where pulling the trigger, yeah, when you're in this, right? When you don't have a clear setup, you don't pull the trigger. When you see a clear setup and a lot of consolidation, that's when you pull the trigger. And that's why it was pretty easy to pull the trigger yesterday. But all that being said, Tesla, this one just simply needs to stay below 274.66. Right now, I've got a target to the downside. Let's zoom out. So as you guys know, if you've been watching in the Discord, there's a nice little gap here. That's 259.32. I don't think there's any way in hell that we get down to 247.89 without a monumental dump. So that's one. Now there's two, which is again we basically want to hold um, below that mark that I gave you guys, right around that 274, 275 mark. But more importantly, looking at like hourly candle closes today, I want to see an hourly candle close showing a rejection if we do head up this morning off the bell. So if we do end up popping up, and then of course looking at extended hours data, same thing, right? You can see right there two nice solid rejections off that. So that means that if we've already seen a rejection off of resistance, that it is possible that we may end up seeing a rejection or our next bounce off of our support. So finding that support, there's a bit of confluence with that 249. So we'll see if we get that drop today. Feeling a lot better, guys. Yeah, the signal. I actually I was reading that strep throat usually takes about 2 weeks with antibiotics, and it only took me about 4 days. So not mad. Also, if you guys are found me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. I do have a new TikTok page. I'll pull that up here in just a second. But next we've got again, if you guys have Nike, uh, there's a possibility that we just go straight to $80. That's my thought process here is we're just probably going to end up falling there. But I have multiple contracts. If you don't, you should probably take profit. This is exactly why I take straddles. I'm looking for big monumental moves, just like this. A nice move from that $96 area down to this 82. But that's it. Not doing anything else with. As soon as it's done, it's done. I don't trade it anymore. For Meta, right now, this one's pretty clear. We don't really have to argue too much about
Fed's
this one.
daily says we will keep working until we get relief on inflation.
Cool story, bro. So this one, I was speculating on whether or not we still have a chance, and starting from our lows, again, only speculative. There's a possibility that we could see a pop up to like 140, 132 and hit what I'm perceiving to be a potential downtrend. But seeing through the noise and seeing that there's two pretty decent rejections off of here, I'm thinking that's our downtrend. So there may be a quick pop here at the bell, 139.57. Or excuse me, 139.50 would be where I'd be looking for a rejection. But most importantly, you guys know the deal. Candle closes. Candle closes matter the most. Any candle close above 139 could allow us to break back up to the upside. If we see a rejection there, then I would be looking for a turnover. That would take all day. So if we move up slow, I'm short towards the end of the day. If we move up quick, then I think I'm just going to wait and watch for that rejection. If we move up too quick, though, we could spur, after a big move to the downside, we could spur shorts covering going into Friday. So, all right, it is 9:26. So again, hopefully you guys have had a good week with us. If you guys have been in the Discord, uh, why don't you connect the support for Tesla at the bottom of the trend that potentially makes the falling wedge? Because that's so I have to go. If I did that, right? There's right, not enough. Now it may be that this is the low, right, and then this is sure a new high, bouncing up and reclaiming 273.91. A move up into the median, which would be around 279.50. That could absolutely be that wedge pattern that you're talking about. Um, Most of the time when I'm looking at wedges, I like them to have a little bit more of an angle. Um, More representative, closer to a channel. But that being said, we are at 265. And so there's a potential double bottom here, and I have it marked at 270.45. That if we close a candle there, there's a decent possibility of moving to the upside. But what I do look for is trend, right? Something that shows me where trend is. So like this low, the first immediate bounce. So you kind of skid, right? That skid is usually caused by some type of, and you can look at meta, it's the same thing, right? You start to skid as you move down. But Tesla hasn't shown, yeah, I just don't see that quite yet. So that could be wrong, but, um, and I think that just looking at the levels right now, if we break above this median here, 278.75, then we could count that in. We could potentially factor that in, but otherwise, I'm still short. If you guys have a Tesla put with me, 270.30. Okay, you can hedge yourself and allow it to go and retest 274. That's up to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and I made a nice amount of money yesterday on Meta and Tesla, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take my profits. Or excuse me, I'm just gonna take a small loss rather than doing and more than likely it wouldn't even be much of a loss if it anything at all. So, all right. Am I taking Nike profits at the bell? Yes, I am. Yeah, Nike profits at the bell. So, I'm happy to take any chart request for YouTube, whatever. But that's gonna have to be afterwards. So we got 1 minute here. All right, everybody, remember, don't overtrade today. Feel the price action, okay? If we don't break range, if we just sit there and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce, wait for those candles to close, let them show you where we're going and how we're moving today. Don't over trade on a Friday where you're going to burn yourself. So, all right, if you're in a, let's see what,
And 30 seconds to the U.S. market open.
I was going to say that, you jerk. All right, if you're in Nike, what do we got? $85 puts, that's right. All right. I will say that Tesla's 5 minute, okay, I'll give you this. Tesla's 5 minute regular hours does have a wedge. We're open right here. So watch for a bounce right here off of 264.90. Wait. What the fuck? Is this not updating correctly or what's going on here? There it is. All right. 225%, my friends, on Nike. Very good. So we'll take that money when it's given. That's a nice chunk. Eat, eat. Dolphin high five five. All right. I don't know why, but paychecks just popped up there. I'm gonna take profit on one of these Nike contracts. It's trying to close a 5 minute candle up on this trend line. So closing out of one, I'm in a light position. It's probably gonna go for the gap fill, and I think the meta's gonna bounce here and move up to 139.65 potentially. Not my trade. So if you guys want to take that trade, that's up to you. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't even scrolled down. Look, I just heard my daughter say a bad word. Wow, that was awesome. You know what? Hold on one second, folks. I might take a little trade here on Meta. It looks like it's gonna bounce. Let me see. 5 minute. Yeah, it's got pre-market highs. I'm gonna take a little weekly 140 strike here. Gonna start light, literally 2 or 3 contracts this week's. So kind of a gamble here. Tesla gap fill right here, 267.85. If you're looking for levels here, you need a candle close up in that 266.20, same level as before. So what is Apple doing? Is ripping. I'm out of Nike. I've got one contract left, but you guys, that's 225%. Um, the call's direct. So I grabbed two medicals right here. So the 140 strikes, pre-market lows right here. I'm gonna wait for this 5 minute candle to close. Uh, hasn't quite touched pre-market highs, but I'm gonna wait for that pop up there. So I think 139 is the first level that we should see a test here. You can go with next week's if you want to stay a little bit safer. Same thing with Tesla. Hold on, but I might have to. We might see shorts covering today, but it was a nice entry. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Metal 140s. Okay.
Chicago PMI at
To take to the
9:45
upside.
a.m. Eastern Time.
I'm looking at that right now, Robert. I'm also trying to double task and watch Meta here. Ooh.
Expecting 51.8.
I think we get a fucking 273 retest. Next week's got to be 280 or 275s. I think I'm actually gonna I might take this week's. 22% on Meta. If you guys got that in on with me, I'm gonna add a little bit here. If we can close above this pre-market high. 139.75 is the target right now for Meta. Ultimately, fuck Tesla. Big volume on that candle. Huge volume on that candle there on Tesla. I'm in Meta. I'm in Meta. Tesla filled that gap on the money. Right now, it needs to close or not lose a candle back below 269, 267.62. Meta's not closing, not doing super well right here. You guys see that candle close? Do you see the candle close on Meta right there? That right there is at pre-market high, showing that they're still controlling that pre-market high price. We would need to see a leg up there. If you're in Nike, it does look like it might end up going red here again, slightly, but don't be greedy on that one. Meta calls, yes. I am gonna say this: if you guys have work or you have stuff like that, I totally get it. But if you're gonna be day trading, scalping, coming in, like late and stuff like that, like a little, it's gonna leave you a little bit discombobulated. So try and make sure you're here before the bell, so that way I can break these things down to you guys. So,
Point private offer of $5 per ADS.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and trim out of some of these already.
Over 10% on Oscar, India, Michael.
Sorry. No, you're okay, man. I just want to make sure that you're. I know the feeling. So, I'm reducing risk on Meta right now. Staying light. All right, Tesla's completely reversing. So, if you still have Tesla puts from yesterday, this is all right. I'm out of Meta now. I'm out of Meta, guys. Small loss on Meta. Small loss. Plenty of room to go. I'm gonna take another trade here in just a second. I think if Tesla keeps doing this. Yeah. So I traded up to the rejection on Meta. Totally good. Good. What the hell am I talking about? Totally good. Right. That's all I can do. I see a rejection. I'm with weekly contracts. There ain't no holding those. Right. I can't do that. That's crossing the line. This 5 minute engulfment here on Tesla. Yo, I'm about to add to Tesla here because I have that. Remember that gap down to the downside. That's what I'm targeting right now. Um, That's 259. All right, I'm gonna add the same contract as. Oh shit! Come on, go. All right, not getting filled. You could go next week's if you want. 260s or 255. I'm trying to get. I'm only getting partially filled right now. Come on, fuck. Fuck. Okay. All right, we got filled. Late, but out of meta. Totally out of meta. Totally out. Out. I'm moving into Tesla. I swung puts yesterday. I took profit on the first little move down. I still have those puts. I'm going to continue to hold them. Right now, I need a candle close. Looks like the price is 266. We got a pressure there. Sellers are holding that, so that's going to be my stop loss at the moment. Anywhere above that candle above that 266, I'm going to go ahead and call it. And if we do reverse, I want you to take a look at this 5 minute. If we do reverse, okay, I'm out. I'm not trading until maybe later. And that is the kind of price, that is identifying price action. You take a couple trades, you get a little bit of, you burn yourself maybe 2 or 3 times. Like, just obviously, this is a part of trading. We're going to take little losses. Meta, that's not even worth being upset about. Keep it moving, right? Same thing with Tesla. If it bounces and it starts chopping, yeah, it must hold yesterday's low. You're right. If it does not, right? If it does not hold yesterday's lows, that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's that. I'm not doing it, and I know better. I know Fridays can be a bit, but you have to make sure that you. Right now, we're trying. Buyers are trying their hardest to pull this back up. And again, if they bring this back up and reverse it, which would be kind of unusual, but huge volume on both of those candles. but we got a good target at the downside. Not panicking. No panicking. Just sticking to the stop loss right here, 266. That's it.
versus 1.4 million barrel per day shortfall in August.
Yeah, out of meta. Out of meta.
Jared, would you add OPEC source says there are talks going on with some support.
Hold on. Dude,
Uh,
Charlie. I don't know why this guy started getting under my skin sometimes. Like nobody cares about that stuff. What'd you say? Sorry. I need coffee.
I said, would you add Tesla week? Would you add Tesla weekly today?
Not on a Friday now. I mean, I maybe like outside the money, 260, 250. As soon as you get a strong pulse down, right here, you can add weeklies, but you need to be quick in and out. You know what I mean? Especially if you go with any size. Right now, we need to get a wick fill here to the downside, or otherwise, we might see another candle close, and this may be the area in which we chop. So I'm trying to right now, I'm not even going to add until we see another strong pulse down. Let me see. Engulfing typically means what? Sellers have engulfed the buyers, or buyers have engulfed the sellers, which essentially usually can, yeah. Well, I didn't mean to make it sound so basic, but when you have like, yeah, straight up buyers bouncing off of 261 and all of that gets flushed over, this shows me that sellers are far more in control, and want this stock down. So I'm not liking Tesla either. But again, sticking to my stop loss here. If I get burned twice, then I get burned twice. Um, no candle close up above this. This would be absolutely bonkers if we did reverse, but we can and we will. Okay, so SPY is bouncing off of 360.20. It needs to stay below 361.75. Yeah. If you go look at the contracts on Tesla, they are absolutely getting crushed. On weekly wise, they're getting destroyed. Spy's got a kind of a scary looking wedge right here. It has like an inverse head and shoulders on the 15. All right, we're gonna fucking reverse. I can see it already. Sellers stepping up at that level 266. It's gonna be a hard fight here. What's up? How do I know which contracts are best to buy? Is it open interest? If I'm scalping, I'm going right outside of the money. If I'm day trading, I'm usually taking a target based contract, looking at the delta and the gamma. No, I don't look at open interest that much. It is obviously something that attracts the eye. Fuck Tesla. All right. If we get another, so I'm not using weeklies. This is just tough price action right now. Don't not looking at my contracts, just trying to focus on SPY. SPY has a 15-minute long-legged doji right now. 5 minute almost completely engulfing that previous candle. Sellers have pushed it back down to that 50% mark, that 261.50. But this is very easily one of those things that could end up reversing to the upside. I'm trying to stick to this trade right now on Tesla, but it is getting close to not. And we again, I thought we were breaking out of this wedge, but looks like we've reclaimed it. Not wedge, channel, excuse me. All right, I might have to go ahead and reduce risk again. Still watching. Yeah. Get ready to have your weeklies absolutely fucking pummeled today. That is what's going to happen today. Absolutely pummeled. So I hope you guys aren't trading weeklies too much or even really putting too much money into any weekly trades right now. I'm going to go ahead and wait for this 5 minute candle to close on next week's contracts and we'll let it go. All right, so Tesla above 269. That's an upside trade. They are fucking. I'm watching this tape right now. They are absolutely looking to destroy you right now. So I'm just throwing this out there. Please be careful if you guys are trading weeklies right now. They do not care about your family. 3 minutes and 27 seconds here left on Tesla. The contracts like right outside of the money, the 260, 250s for Tesla, those were at 350 10 minutes ago. They're at 180 now. Guy, if you're new, you should not be trading Tesla weeklies. On Fridays, you are going to blow your account. I promise you. I promise you will blow your account. If there's anything that's going to happen from Tesla or even Meta, right? They are going to absolutely destroy you. Any gains that you made on Monday, too, they know you're going. So this right now is just typical Friday price action. I'm cutting out of that. We got 2 minutes left in this 5 minute candle, which is pretty much in this box. If it moves out of this box, I'm thinking we get that 273 retest. So SPY is not squeezing up. Sellers are still very much in control right now, which is why I'm not out of Tesla yet, and I'm waiting for this 5 minute candle to close. But if you bought weekly contracts, yes, I'm down, but I'm not down like you are. So if you're new and in your mind you're thinking, well, these are cheaper, right? They're cheaper because for a reason, because somebody else lost a bag on them. You know what I mean? No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. No, so I mean, look what's happening right now, right? That wick right there, candle sellers are pushing it back down, right? Still candle close inside of that range, but we need to hold and close below yesterday's low. That would be the goal here for Tesla. That would allow us to continue to move to the downside. Look at Meta. Better to get out of that trade, right? First move up, pre-market highs, no break. I'm out, right? Same thing here with Tesla. If it doesn't if it holds inside this box, what happened inside of this box? It chopped. So I'm not going to trade it, right? And I'm not going to allow myself to lose any more money. But it's a little windy outside. I'm ready for whatever Tesla wants to do, but this is not going to fly. I got you. Uh, playlist is just lo-fi hip hop, by the way. When I first started trading, I completely banned myself from trading weeklies, and I found out that my success immediately went through the roof. When I started picking a strategy, yeah, same thing. Guys, I gotta go ahead and I'm watching Spy. I'm gonna get out. I gotta get out of Tesla, guys. I just grabbed a 270 a weekly just to as it was bouncing back up inside that box. I'm out of the puts for a loss. But I'm looking to maybe take this to the upside now if it goes for a squeeze. I'm watching on the 5. Uh, right now it needs to break and hold above 270.65. 270.65. I'm telling you guys, go ahead with those weeklies. I'm watching them right now. Absolutely insane how badly these are fluctuating. Yep. Yep. So what I said right this morning is okay, and I've said this before. What happens after most big moves, right? Consolidation. So we could either A, see a quick pop up, but what does that do, right? That still sets a range, right, from here to here. And so we could just end up using this area to chop, or we could just be simply going for a retest, right, of the area that we broke on a Friday. Then we could see that laid down. So right now, I'm hands off, just waiting, watching. I got my cash ready. I'm whatever, if we do end up picking up breaking range, reversing, whatever the case may be, we'll leg into something. But right now, I'm just gonna sit, wait. Uh, Spy is garbage right now. If you are a Nike, I'm not. I don't think it's gonna make another low now. I do think Tesla could be good though, as long as you're using good risk. I think Tesla's good to go and test this 270.62 here. How heavy are you, Mr. Alpha? Yeah, I got slapped too on Tesla. I'm legging into something though to the upside, I think, right here. Depends on how this candle holds. How big of an account do you have, and how heavy were you? Well, you don't have to tell me how big of an account you have, but if it's 5K and you have like a 50K account, like that's different, but it's still 5K is 5K. You had to have been something big. Ah, got you. Okay. There's 270.71. Damn. All right, well, I got a call that pretty much just recovered my losses right there. Small loss. All right. Not mu so right now, if you don't feel FOMO over a 5 minute candle, it needs to break something, right? We're still underneath the area that we sold under. So take a deep breath, hold on. Right now, I think that if you end up going again, there's a rejection possibly coming somewhere around either A, this pivot point, which is 272.57, or this previous rejection point. If your mic isn't muted, make sure to mute your mic, please. I have a feeling that we're gonna have some difficult price action here. Good volume though on that 5 minute candle from Tesla. Dude, this is not cool. I think that they're about to jerk everybody around. Look at the tape on Tesla. Holy shit, dude. What are you guys doing? Yo, whoever does not have their mic muted, please mute your mic. It just sounds like rustling. Oh, I think I found it. There it is. So with this, and Meta looks like it might end up going if it can push up against 368.28 again. There's a high likelihood that you're going to end up going and hitting that target 139.71. If you're in Tesla or if you're looking to add or move into Tesla, you don't have much room right now. You have a 272.80, and then you have that 275. 275.41. It looks like you might get another pop here. Looks like buyers are stepping up. Look at the tape, starting to speed up a little bit. All right, let's go look at the hourly here on Tesla. 9-day moving average 271. Yeah, I'd say we have another leg up here. Just starting to see a slowdown in price action already. If you guys think that it's beneath them to dump it, V-shape it, and then dump it right again, you guys are out of your. They'll absolutely do that. Excuse me. Patience, guys. Patience. I actually wouldn't even mind swing trading, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but I wouldn't even mind taking a swing trade towards the end of the day. Personal spending. Okay. So, what do we have on Monday? Did you guys get out of Nike? Did everybody get out of Nike? I guess I could tag everybody. Okay. Watch for a retest on Tesla. So right here, that's 269.37. 9-day moving average curling up. Looks like it wants to go and meet it. If you close a candle back in that area, what do you guys think is going to happen? You're going to reverse again. So no candle closes below you and you stay up. But this is Friday for you. So typically I do not trade. So like if simple stacks didn't exist and stuff like that, and I just traded on my own still, I typically didn't trade Fridays that much. I would show up, but I usually did not trade. All right, 5 minutes giving that pullback like we talked about. Nice job, Rod. So this is where I could potentially look to bounce Tesla with a weekly, or bounce it even just with next week. But I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna sit on cash myself, or I'm gonna sit on cash as well. But Oh, yeah, they will 100% reverse this in your face. So, listen, that here's something to write down. If you're going into a Friday after a big move, just don't. Just don't. I'm telling you, it is. You see what's happening right now, and I'm watching these contracts. They, as soon as they get up, right now the contract that 271.67 is down $121 on that 3 minute candle. Imagine you buy 5 of those, you buy 10 of those, you buy 20 of those. It does not work. You have to understand that the majority of options, the money that's made on options is by selling. And selling these options and making sure that you don't make any money on them is operation number one, especially when so much money has already moved to the downside, right? And even think about it the other way. When they see that money leaving the downside and they see it moving to the upside, they're gonna jerk you around too. Nobody gets it. Nobody gets a free ride here. Um, which is why you're watching Tesla absolutely fucking plummet and almost completely reverse. They don't care about your family. Listen, there is actually a healthy. I have a healthy way of playing lottos. Go start a Weeble. Go start a Robinhood. Go start something that's not serious. How much do you spend on beer a month, or if you smoke cigarettes, or if you play lottery tickets, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. And pot, weed. There you go. Maybe take a little bit of that money. Something that's slightly destructive. Maybe not the best for you. You know, whatever. All right, and put it in something that allows you to gamble. Okay, because everybody had. All right, kind of made sure. Jesus Christ. I think you might need to get to Reds. That's old school. Just before you fuck you guys, I'm trying to give it serious talk. But look for an opportunity to use and put money into something that's it just doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you the same way. You still feel sad sometimes when you lose, but I 100% had just did it. I just did it. I just took a $80 account that I had blown, right? I had blown the Weeble $500 account, and I took it to $900. I pulled it out because I got PDT. But I just I just took the things that I wouldn't take in my real account with any sort of cash, right? In my small account today, I took Nike, right? I took them in both. I have two separate accounts on that one, but yeah, I mean, it's just if you have this unhealthy urge where you want to trade weekly, you feel FOMO. What do people buy stress balls for stress? Like people smoke weed, people meditate, people do things to accommodate. So if you have to accommodate to your bad behavior, God, you can never. There's the bounce, guys. Look at that. Beautiful bounce. 269.17. Um, get ready for just nah. That was a scalp. I'm not scalping right now. I am I'm not trading today. It's not a bad choice. Rod, you're an addict, my guy. I think that meta goes up. I do. I just don't play with it. I'm just not gonna play right now too much with this. Rod has a lot of time in the market. That's also something to consider. play weeklies again, guys. Don't I should have said that before the bell, but excuse me, sorry. Dumb. It's dumb. Look at it. Look at candle closing. Same area. Sellers still want to hold it down. I think you go to your pivot point right here. Yeah. How much we got on TikTok here? Or not TikTok, YouTube. This is not to say that you don't get burned on next week's contracts, but you're just not going to get burned $100 in one candle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and remember, Tesla's got mad tasty targets right now. Like, we look at the hourly. Zoom out. Look at this. Look at it. Just look at it with your special eyes. Yeah, yeah. Confidence is gonna help. You're gonna. Yo, that audio. It's that video I put on TikTok. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like, so sorry I died. It's the most messed up video I've ever seen. It's I don't know how that guy's even on TV. Next week contract. Instead of third degree burns, you only get a brush. Well, you get something manageable. We know we're gonna take losses, right? But we just don't want to, get slapped, which is normal, a human response. Show of hands if anybody believes that I'm done for the day. I'll see you in a few minutes. Flag on Tesla. This is scary, to be honest with you. I'm like watching this tape. I'm like blown away, dude. They are mad. Wow, they don't care about anybody. Yo, Meta, goodbye. Is anybody Meta might be okay here. I'm not getting in, so that's not me, but Meta could be good for a little pop up here, possibly 139.11. Tesla looks good to pop up here and go hit my target. Just got to get above 270.80. Nike gave you a nice bounce. Nice bounce on Nike. I wonder how much of a gap fill we'll get on that bad boy. Bad boy. Probably $86 here. 270 I'm out again. It hit. I'm in and out. Damn, dude. It's a scalper's nightmare right here. So funny because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday contracts for this week don't move that bad. You can trade them here and there, tipping in and out of them. But when you get to Friday, they move so freaking fast, especially if there's any volatility or anything like this. It's like all the gains. It's literally like they know that people made money on these contracts and they're just going to keep. I mean, it's just a great way to like just, yeah, that theta decay. So, I mean, like, it's rough, man. I've gotten hit so hard on weekly contracts. Ugh. I remember trading Zoom and taking a $900 loss in 30 seconds. I was like, "Ugh." There's no time. There's no time to react. Anybody take a meta? It's doing it. Remember buying 9K loss on CVS in 4 minutes? I feel like I blocked that out of my mind. Come on, Tesla, go give me a retest. A retesla. If you guys are on YouTube or anything like that, you guys, I will be live next week and all that good stuff. Um, we also have some things happening. We got to talk about. We'll obviously go a little bit more in depth here. But there's some changes that just we'll explain as transparently as we can. But there's probably going to be some big changes happening in the Discord, maybe personnel wise. Um, and of course, yeah, we'll let you guys know, why and stuff like that, if it does or if and when. But that'll probably be disclosed more or less going into next week. So no, not you're not admin. You're anybody who's orange or blue. There's just some different opinions. That was crazy. I've never been fired before. I've been fired more times in my life than I care to mention. Who am I shit canning? uh, it's not me. Nah, Dr. Spy, I need him. He's got to stay. No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Later, yeah. TikTok fired my ass. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm watching these contracts get smoked. Oh my god, there's a tiny little bird outside of my window. That's adorable. Seeking refuge from the hurricane. Oh, he's dead. Um, the big gust of wind. He just flew off. I'm just good at being invisible. I am not. I'm definitely one of those employees that you probably don't want. Just simply because, like, yeah, I'm just not a good employee. I'm really good at my job, like, but the other stuff, like, if I see a ceiling or if I saw a ceiling with the job that I was taking, like, I completely lost motivation. I just couldn't do it. This one guy clocked in from his living room for a whole month and got 4 check. Damn, that's what's up. It's pretty gangster, if you ask me. Dude, what are they gonna do? They are chopping this shit up. I'm telling y'all. Ooh, this is a lesson. You know what today is? Today, you guys should be excited today because you have your brain now has all the information it needs to absolutely know for sure that you don't need to be trading weeklies unless you have hotkeys. Period. Period. Oh yeah. If you're a scalper and you could have scalped that 3 minute candle down, boom, right? Off of the top projection. But look at this candle right here, pull back, completely reverse, completely reverse, completely reverse, and then chop. This, amazing. This, pretty good. This, not good. So if you're on the phone or you're on your computer and you had to go and type Tesla and then go click on options and then scroll down to your strike, it's too late. By that time, money could have already been made, could have already been out. So choose wisely, my friends. But just as a rule of thumb, anytime you get a massive dump, massive pump, massive anything, just let it marinate for a little while before you try and go and squeeze it out. Pause. Unless I have my guy. Here, let me fix it. There you go. Tourette's, my guy. Terret sounds like you breeded a terrier and a ferret together or something. Well, Wolverine and a what? I'm not taking meta either, guys. I will say the one thing that I will say about meta is that it did hold up a lot better than a lot of other stocks. After dumping, it popped harder than any other stock out there. So it could be that you end up and right now you're slap up against that level that I talked about. So also Philip Bear, and anybody else, if you guys trade Apple, if you're Apple strictly, talk to each other. Make a little Apple group. You know what I mean? Like talk amongst yourselves or create a thread wherever. If you're just trading Tesla, same thing. Tesla gonna dump to 250. I want it to pop up and retest, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. Too scared to talk. Why? Does it give you gas? Imagine how I feel. So there's like 100 plus people in my house. I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes and like paranoid that I left my microphone on. I'll be like, what am I talking about in my sleep? I thought my voice was horrible, and some people say it makes them want to go to sleep. Some people say it's soothing, calms them down while they're trading. Based on my dating history, that's not true. Gives me FOMO. What gives you FOMO? Talking? Apple support group you made? Where's that coming? Where's that in? Oh, trade ideas? I don't know if anybody else can type in that, but that's awesome. Hell yeah. Who's got an unmuted mic? That's you, Rod.
I was calling out that short I did on Tesla right up there at the top. I didn't realize it wasn't even broad.
What, short on what? You shorted Tesla? You got that hand crank Wi-Fi out there, Rob? Breaking up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Um, Tesla taps 269.27 and either rockets up to its pivot point 270.250 or you're dead. You're dead. It's not good. That's not good, Rod. Bro, I don't know how Savannah gets away with this shit, but they really just, I mean, within miles, this storm like scraped us. And meanwhile Charleston's getting fucking and Hilton Head just a little bit ahead of us got more hammered than we did. My house on the island even got hammered more than I did downtown. It's crazy. Yep. Nice. If you're 45 minutes away, then you got to be in Hilton Head or Brunswick. No, Brunswick's not 45 minutes. So, what is the fucking military base? Like near Fort Stewart, Hinesville. No, Richmond Hill. Island boy. Yeah, I have a house out there. Claxton, fruitcake capital world. Got you. Okay, I was gonna start oscillating more towards that area. Got you. Nice. Why don't you just put it in live trading chat? Just create a thread off of that, or um, here. How about that? Go to the top of trading floor. Go to trade ideas and create a thread in there. Yeah, no problem. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a second. Moment of truth here for Tesla. If you guys hold on are on YouTube, this is my new TikTok right here. You guys want to go and follow that page, so it'd help a lot. Oh, this price action. It's like Meta's getting some resistance. Do I think Nvidia could gap fill? That's a big ass power candle. Yeah, I do. I do think that could gap fill. It's at the median right now. It needs to open this next hourly candle, obviously above 124, 125, and yeah, I could see it. Maybe not even just gap filling, but you've got another level up here at 125. Yeah, 126. Excuse me. That could be the next target. So that's a nice power candle though. I'd say right now you need to hold above 123.60. Tesla slow. This is not looking great. It's all built up, so you could wedge out of this, or you could just straight up dump. Damn, dude, Florida got wrecked. Good TP on Nike. All right, it's starting to build up a little bit here. 172.55 target, pivot points hit. See if it squeezes out, or if it, or this is where it would reverse and dump. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about not doing weeklies, guys. Here's the thing: if you're a day trader, or if you're, you know, if you're a swing trader, those are not, those are lucrative contracts. As lucrative as they may be, they're also extremely dangerous. So if you have money, if you make money, and you don't have the account size to mess around, then you gotta be careful. There it is. Watch 173.88. Yeah, weeklies on Monday and Tuesday. That was the rule, and usually stays the rule. So don't FOMO. Don't. I mean, this is inside trading right now. So anywhere above 172.88, you've got this 200-day 175 mark. So I would imagine that's where we would see a retest. Go look at the 15-minute candle here. 15-minute looks, yep, you're right up against that. Hourly candle, you're above the 9-day moving average. You do have a gap up there on Tesla all the way at 287.40, but gaps don't have to get filled immediately. Okay, so yeah, good job. So again, I just want to, when we see something like this, right, then we can take trades like we did yesterday. Taking that, if you're day trading and you're taking bounces, right, like right here on the 15, this little area, candle close outside of that, that's okay for a trade to the upside. But the price action here on Friday, again, as you guys have learned, is exactly why we don't trade weeklies, because those are great for scalping. Even the move that you just saw on Tesla was scalpable. Nice 10% move to the upside on some of those out of the money contracts, but those contracts have actually lost so much value chopping to the upside. Just rough. Good job. I'm glad that you have those written down, man. I think Tesla gets another little bit of a hop here. I have terrible handwriting. And another thing too is on Fridays, like if I'm taking a trade on Tesla and I'm using weeklies, even by the time that I've decided, like when I hit that key, right? And then I say, all right, guys, I'm in a like, or even if I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get into a 120 or a 275 strike now, and I hit the button. The reaction time from like me saying what I said to you going and finding the strike or whatever it is, and then entering it is one of the reasons why like like I'm a if I do a scalp or have to day trade in the middle of the day or scalp like this in the middle of the day, like that's where I've always found it kind of irresponsible to signal something like that. It's not something that people are going to be able to react to, and 9 times out of 10 people from what I've seen, people are going to lose money rather than make money. And that's, we're not here to do that. And first of all, most of the people who follow me are following me because of day trading, not because of scalping. So, things like the little trades that I take like that, or even the little trades that, you may take, you would probably be able to see that, they're not signable are signalable if unless given proper forewarning. So I follow you because I love you. All right, good job, Anubis. I'm glad that you got the discipline. The only way that you build discipline is by practicing it. So great job. Um, just staying patient here, guys. Oh, adorable. It's very focused. Very focused. So 173.63. I think that was my 3 minute. Yep. So this may be it right here. What they're doing to these calls, it doesn't matter what you do. Yeah, you hit 125.56 on Nvidia. looks pullbacky. I don't know what this ethereal music is, but it's pretty lit. I have three cats. All right. Well, well, if we don't see a move here, the next, let's see, it's 10:43, maybe 11 o'clock, then might have to call it. Still green because of Nike, but yeah. Well, I mean, this is again part of thinking like a market maker. Knowing that options are one of those things that are lucrative in some ways, but also are a great way for institutions and how a lot of institutions make a lot of their money. And so looking at when a lot of money is pushed into a certain level, um, or pushed into a certain sentiment, so like everybody's bearish, so when everybody's bearish usually the market bounces for some reason or another, and then when everybody's bullish or people are really starting to think, okay, well, hey, this is starting to look like a really bullish scenario here. Look at Tesla, look at the 4 hour, look at the fact that it had a freaking cup and handle, rounded bottom, and then the handle here, so like a lot of people, you know even myself was paying attention or possibly even speculating on the fact that there may end up being um, a um, a pullback, or a breakout, and that maybe the markets would get a bit of a rally, but um, at the same time, in my mind, I was like, this would make for a really good opportunity. I'm seeing people like there's this one lady, and she's really my fear and greed meter um, with Tesla. Tesla's looking mighty bearish with that hammer there on the 15. Um, thinking you might end up seeing a pullback here. Um, but anyway, if it doesn't bounce here, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end up thinking we're gonna see a pullback back down to 160 or 269.42. But I follow her on Twitter, or I actually just see her tweets on Twitter. But she like is like one of the first Tesla Plaid owners. Like she's like a huge Tesla fan. Elon even has responded to like a lot of her tweets. But like she'll dead ass tweet the president when stocks go down, like because like she's upset, like that Tesla's, and then when Tesla's moving up, she's like, I'm so glad that I bought the dip, and it could reverse right back down. You won't hear a word from her until like she'll say something, like outlandish, like, at the president, like, hey, like, why are they, and it's just kind of silly because, um, and that's one of the reasons why I actually like trading Tesla so much, is because it is very reactive. It is super impulsive, and a lot of people have a tough time, um, or excuse me, a lot of people flock to Tesla, um, and so if you're gonna see a move, and AI day was I was unaware of that, but like certain events will slow it down, but for the most part it's a market leader, as far as movement is concerned, um, but it's just a popular stock that you can see that in the price action. So what earnings do we have next week? I might actually take an earnings trade if we have one on Monday. Watch bounce here. I think that the threat of all this nuclear stuff too. I mean, yeah, that actually happened, that would be an overnight huge gap down. What is Paychex doing? PAYX. Still got plenty of time on that one, but oh my god, that's nauseating. It's building up for a move. Oh shit, that thing bounced hard. Damn. Oh, Friday price action for you guys. So next time you're thinking about trading on Friday, occasionally. So here's the. I'll throw this out there. If you have a lot of consolidation going into Friday, go for it. If you have a big move into Friday, ugh, you might get roasted. The fact that look at Nvidia's channel here. You might have a rip up into the 130. I don't know, man, but damn, that's a bottom. You have a beautiful support on Nvidia. Here comes Tesla. 275 now. 274.80. Yeah. I would say candle close out, up around 127 today or tomorrow. You're still at risk. But and there's a lower time frame downtrend here. Yeah, look at that. So 127 seems probable. Look at Tesla. Stupid. Monday. Nope. That was last week. Are we off on Monday? Do we have a 3-day weekend or something? What is the third? Nothing? Huh. Nothing reporting. Nothing. Nothing. Tilray. That's dumb. Oh, you know what? We're about to kick into earnings season. I wonder if that holds us up. Hmm. I'm tempted to take in the video call. 132, 132.60 would be the target here. Let me see something. I don't really trade in a video very much, but that's a pretty clean setup. Let's go look at the higher time frames. Okay. So even if I run it up from there, 136. Well, yeah, 1 hour looks pretty good. Um, August 20 or October 21st. 140 strikes. 135 strikes look really good too. But higher open interest on that one. You could even go a little bit further. Wow. Watch Tesla here. Buyers are holding up that level. If it loses 170, 165, it's probably going to go red. If not, it should pop up and maybe give you 275. Watch for a quick pop here on Tesla. If you're scalping or anything like that. Squeeze out a lot of shorts too. Ellie? All right. Have to start to lose a little bit of ground here. I wonder if starting from our lows, we end up seeing like a quick little whoop and then a rip. I'm gonna wait on taking the video. I might take that in the towards the end of the day. See how the 5 is holding up. Yeah, it's already ripped so much. I mean, this could just be covering after a ton of. I mean, this is crazy. Really, you're breaking back into this area. Set a stop at 1. I'll go ahead and grab it. I'll go ahead and grab it now. I'll just grab it light. Well, this is I might come back here in the Discord here after I'm probably gonna just step off here for a second and eat some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet, so um, but good trading on or a good Nike's trade there, but other than that, guys, little burn on Meta. Definitely got a little toasted on Tesla. Not bad. I didn't take this week's contracts with any sort of velocity or veracity or whatever. I just kind of legged in light and easy, and those contracts still. You want to come sit with me? Okay. Let's have a rough day. Um, but yeah, it took a little bit of an L on Tesla, but I think there's still room for a swing trade towards the end of the day. So I'll let you guys know. Signal in the Discord if I do, but other than that, uh, did I take Nvidia? Yeah, I just grabbed Nvidia. I do like the if you want to get the October 21st, which seems like the best amount of time, in my opinion. The 135 strike at 350 right now. Um, I'm probably gonna grab that, or I might end up adding to that one. But 140 is the furthest that I would go out. Um, but yeah, that's it. And then obviously, there could be with a nice push like this, if it ends up gap filling immediately, that would put you up against a downtrend. So automatically, that's where we would need to break in order to continue moving to the upside. But we're holding inside of this zone, so everything looks good. But and this we might start moving up into earnings. That may be end up being the case here, where we move up into earnings, and see a reversal after making, brand new lows. What is Meta doing? I had a fucking feeling. Damn it. Missed it. Yeah, and I wanted that call too. Look at it. It's at 140. Damn. That's all right. Can't be emotional about this stuff. It's just business. It's just business. 145 is a little bit far, but the 130 could end up giving you some leeway if you end up popping up. But a lot of stocks hitting resistance right now, so. All right, guys, have a good day. I'll try to be back at least especially if anything ends up moving here to the upside or in any capacity. But the important thing to remember is we're closing the monthly candle today, so I'm going to be really paying attention to that rather than just because it's the end of the month. But if you guys take a look right here, we got some pretty interesting monthly candle here on Tesla, and then even on Meta, closing with a rather interesting monthly candle here. So, which again could lead us to even further downside, but the stock is absolutely beaten to shreds and still awaiting some sort of possible retest. And I think that, there's a good chance. I mean, even looking at today's build, this is a great build if we want to end up seeing any sort of retest of the 145 or even the 155 area on Tesla. So, also, I believe I drew this the other day. Yeah, so close, but not quite. We're getting close to what that where that trend line was marked. So Tesla's trying to turn that monthly candle green. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Peace.